Oh, you thought that Yandy and Mendeecees were the ideal hip-hop and love couple? Well, no, darling. This drama just took a wrong turn. And by worst, I mean a relationship that would ruin your career. Word on the street is that Mendeecees didn't simply lose his temper. Oh no, this man snapped. And the most bizarre part of it was that it all happened in front of cameras, which people were watching. When you learn what Yandy did and who was involved, you'll see why Mendeecees burst. Yandy, you're not prepared based on the way she handled it. She screamed. Let's just say that Scrappy's name is being bandied around and that the receipts are searing. But it didn't end there since security hauled me out after that. Mendeecees went utterly crazy. She wasn't finished since she was captured on camera saying something that could ruin DC's career. Scrappy, oh honey, entered the room as if he knew exactly what was going to happen. Hold on tight, for I'm about to spill some ugly, unpleasant, and believe me, far from over tea. Oh honey, if you thought that Yandy and Mendeecees were living happily ever after, think again. Their relationship may be permanently gone after what just transpired, and by over, I mean scorched earth, burn the bridges, meaning don't even look at me again. Let's look back in time and examine how we got here, because this wasn't an immediate catastrophe. Rather, it took years to develop. See how Yandy and Mendeecees have been for years. Fans have followed one of the most well-known couples in love and hip-hop through all of the controversies involving adultery, legal troubles, and shady business dealings. Despite appearing to be the ultimate ride-or-ray girl, Mendeecees didn't appear to be displaying the same level of loyalty behind closed doors. Rumor has it that Mendeecees has been dating Shady for a long time, and Yandy, my honey, has been hiding the truth the entire time. But last night, everything fell apart, according to sources. It began as a typical date night between Yandy, and Yandy was wearing an expensive outfit, and Mendeecees was sporting a new makeup. From the outside, they appeared to be the ideal power couple as they entered a classy Atlanta lounge. Picture perfect, what insiders claimed that from the time they entered, things were already strange. Yandy was observed with her face tense and Mendeecees' phone glued to his, and then things began to. Quote, witnesses claimed that when Scrappy entered the VIP area, Yandy and Isis were seated there. Yes, Scrappy, you know that Scrappy and Mendeecees have had a difficult relationship over the years. Oak on the outside, but there has been tension behind the scenes for a while, and last night it blew up. According to one source who was in the lounge, Scrappy approached the VIP area and gave Yandy a hug, and this is where things get sticky after that. His face instantly changed from cool and collected to tight-lipped and obviously angry. After Scrappy left the table, Yandy allegedly leaned over to Enz and said something that made him tense all over. According to witnesses, Mendeecees slapped his glass down on the table right away and said so. That's what we're doing right now. And Yandy calmly replied, I don't know what you're talking about. And then it apparently made me get up and say, don't play with me, Yandy. Don't sit. Yandy rolled her eyes and said, if you're going to be so pressed, why don't you go ask Scrappy? On's cheeks flushed, and he leaned down and spoke through her. Clenched teeth, what the devil is that meant to mean? And Yandy, oh honey, didn't even blink. Witnesses said that Mendeecees' hands were shaking as he took a step. Security began to move in toward Yandy at that point, but before they could reach him, Mendeecees grabbed Yandy's arm gently enough to avoid hurting her, but firmly enough to make everyone's attention was drawn to Yandy. But she grabbed her arm and told him not to touch him. Then, Mendeecees lost it and flipped the table, sending bottles and glasses flying. Mendeecees was yelling at the top of his lungs, but security came running in to stop him. Who the heck do you think you are, Yandy? You think you can make us both look foolish? Oh baby, she had just grinned and thought maybe I should ask Scrappy. Oh my God, security was taking me out of the lounge as he was still yelling. Tell me the truth, Yandy. I deserve to know. Yandy stood there mending as security took him toward the door. Scrappy, who had her hair looking perfectly unbothered, entered the room and established eye contact with Mendeecees. with Scrappy's grinning expression, "Honey." M said, "It's him, isn't it? You've been seeing Scrappy behind my back," and Yandy didn't deny it. "Perhaps you should have been paying more." Mendeecees lunged for Scrappy, but security had already pulled him back. Scrappy simply shrugged and, "Oh my God," that's when the security guards arrived. According to insiders, he is apparently going insane behind the scenes. He has already gotten in touch with his lawyers and plans to cut off all financial and emotional ties with Yandy. Mendeecees feels deceived not just by Yandy, but also by Scrappy, according to a source familiar with the matter. He won't tolerate this, and Yandy, my dear, isn't even attempting to conceal it. The question now is how long this has been going on, and did Yandy actually do this? Yandy claimed in a mysterious Instagram story the morning following the incident, "What's done in the dark always comes to light." The most bizarre thing is that this is only the beginning, because insiders claim that Mendeecees is going to reveal his side of the story. Why isn't Scrappy even attempting to deny that he cheated on Mendeecees with? The tale and baby, the information he's going to divulge will rock hip-hop and love to their foundations. What will happen next? Will Yandy lose everything? Or will it be Mendeecees who's going to emerge from this looking like the victim? So you'd better confine yourself, honey, because the next part of this story is going to be considerably worse. If you thought M's public outburst was bad, you're right. Sadly, you haven't seen anything yet since. When Mendeecees was pulled from the lounge by security, things quickly became chaotic. What's even more bizarre is that this wasn't simply a random argument or misunderstanding. Oh no, this was personal. And given how Yandy and Scrappy handled it, M's life is going to turn into a living hell. Let's continue where we left off, men, with DC yelling at when Yandy stood in front of half of Atlanta, with Scrappy looking cocky as hell and didn't even bother to hide it. Everyone realized that this was much more serious than, according to insiders. Yandy didn't even get up and leave the lounge after Mendeecees was hauled out. Instead, she sat down again, bought another drink, and continued to talk to Scrappy as if nothing had happened. Observers claimed that Scrappy leaned over to whisper something in Yandy's ear, and Yandy laughed. You understand what it means, don't you? If Yandy felt safe sitting with Scrappy after the fact that security just led her man away indicates that this was not a fresh scenario. It has been going on behind the scenes for some time. However, things become worse since later, after leaving the lounge, Yandy and Scrappy were seen together once more that evening. They were seen on camera pulling up to a posh hotel in downtown Atlanta, and Scrappy's manner of his arm around Yandy's waist. They weren't exactly attempting to play Loki, but guess what? Yandy's Instagram story the following morning put the internet into a frenzy. Yandy was in full meltdown mode while sitting in the passenger seat of a car driven by Scrappy, with the caption, "Oh honey, it was shady as hell." The justification that what's done in the dark always comes to light. As soon as my fans began piecing things together, individuals in the comments said things like, "Wait, is Yandy really Mendeecees with Scrappy?" So DCs weren't nuts. Scrappy and Yandy, this is a Mendeecees, and you can tell it's serious when bloggers get involved. Within hours, the shade room was unlocked, and TMZ and Hollywood were all covering it. Yandy noticed Yandy truly left Mendeecees for Scrappy after a public outburst with Mendeecees, which was the article that began trending on Twitter. The comments were so wild, sweetie. Now that Scrappy is out there destroying marriages, he must be feeling very ill. But this is the part that truly caused things to go south, since Mendeecees wasn't going to allow Yandy, and oh no, darling, Scrappy got away with this. According to people familiar with the matter, M's manager called him right afterward after viewing the pictures of Yandy, and when I tell you that M's was acting like a baby, sources claimed that he was pacing his house and yelling into this phone because she truly believed she could manipulate me like this. Decided that instead of just sitting back and looking foolish, he was going to attack Yandy and Scrappy. It seems that M's called up one of his close pals, and that guy, just so according to the insider, Mendeecees warned his pal that the TA who revealed the information is going to make the matter 10 times more complicated. He also happens to own one of the largest gossip blogs in Atlanta. For months, in fact, while Mendeecees was away managing business and attempting to establish their empire, Sandy was skulking around with Scrappy at his heels. Return, and worse, it has been stated that Mendeecees has proof. She supposedly has text messages from Yandy's phone indicating that she is scheduling meetings with Scrappy. What's worse is that some of those texts date back to when. But it gets worse because guess what? Erica Banks was allegedly aware of the affair the entire time. Sources claim that Erica has been holding on to this tea for months. She even warned me that there was a relationship between Yandy and Scrappy, but I didn't trust her. According to the insider, Erica informed Mendeecees that Yandy was acting strangely, but Mendeecees assumed that Erica was just being untidy. Now, however, Mendeecees is becoming aware that Erica was correct all along, but here's the bit that really irritated Mendeecees since, based on what I've heard, Yandy and Scrappy weren't even attempting to conceal it. Excuse me, but Mendeecees isn't the kind to just walk away. The things he's going to reveal about Yandy and Scrappy will rock the business, and the most absurd part is that he's still not finished with the interview he had with a prominent site. According to insiders, Mendeecees is preparing to face Scrappy face-to-face at the next Love and Hip Hop reunion, and wow, that will be explosive. So now how long has this been going on? Did Yandy and Scrappy really expect that Mendeecees wouldn't find out? And why isn't Yandy even attempting to deny it? Scrappy, oh honey, could believe that he won this. The next half of this narrative is going to get more messier, so stay tuned because when Mendeecees finally gives his side of the story, it's going to be game over. Oh no, Mendeecees wasn't finished. Be prepared for the next chapter of this drama, which is going to completely upend the world of hip-hop and love, as well as the way that human he is, if you thought the fallout from the scandal was ugly already. Moving behind the scenes, as Yandy and Scrappy are unaware of what lies ahead for them, let's resume where we left off because of how things got out of hand following M's outburst at the when Yandy and Scrappy were seen together at that hotel. The internet went into full meltdown mode. I'm talking about Twitter trends, Instagram stories, and fans are literally picking sides. And you already know how the love and hip-hop fandom thrives on drama. Some were on the Yandy side, saying that men had it coming, while others were on the opposite side, were supporting Mendeecees, arguing that Yandy was inappropriate for playing around with Scrappy, especially given the tight relationship between M's and Scrappy in the past. However, the true issue was that Mendeecees wasn't only angry over he was pushed over the brink by the betrayal, but no, it was the public humiliation since his reputation was now being tarnished on every blog and social media site imaginable. One source near Mendeecees claims that after the hotel pictures of Yandy and Scrappy appeared on the blogs, Mendeecees immediately went into revenge mode and wasn't going to let that go. Stated that he isn't even angry about Yandy cheating anymore, but rather the disdain M's feels about the way Yandy and Scrappy treated him, and that he is going to play them both again. Behind the scenes, oh honey, they're cold. According to reports, the first Mendeecees approached Love and Hip Hop executive producer Mona Scotty Young and insisted that Scrappy be kicked off of the upcoming season. Yes, honey, according to sources, Mendeecees is attempting to have Scrappy fired. He told Mona the truth. It's either him or me, and Mona, you know that Mona won't miss an occasion for rumors that Mona agreed to meet with M's Yandy and Scrappy for a one-on-one confrontation. And guess what? The cameras will be rolling, but here's some high-stakes drama. When things gets even more twisted, it turns out that Mendeecees wasn't only trying to get Scrappy removed from the show, but he's also coming for his luggage. According to insiders, Mendeecees is already speaking to his legal team contemplating bringing a case against Scrappy for emotional anguish and interfering with commercial contracts, rather than cheating. Yes, Mendeecees' conduct caused financial damages because it is said that the scandal has scared off some of M's business partners. The worst thing is that, according to reports, Mendeecees possesses text messages and receipts. Communications from Yandy and Scrappy demonstrating their relationship while Mendeecees was out of town on business, as well as the fact that Yandy was using funds from their shared business account to finance vacations with Scrappy. That's fraud, and if Mendeecees can show it in court, Scrappy and Yandy will both be in trouble. Yandy, oh honey, isn't even trying to be remorseful after the hotel stay. Pictures were released. Yandy went live on Instagram, and the shade she slung was famous. She was sitting there drinking wine, listening to Beyonce's Irreplaceable, and flicking her hair as if she didn't have a care in the world, and the caption moving on, while Scrappy, the audacity of the crowd were going crazy over Scrappy's rhetoric of loyalty. Honestly, I'm okay with Yandy playing the villain this season. According to insiders, Mendeecees has already gotten in touch with TMZ and The Shade, so he's not simply planning to expose them both. Instead, he's planning to ruin both. He's prepared to give them an exclusive interview in which he would divulge everything. By everything, I mean everything. Rumor has it that Mendeecees is ready to expose Yandy and Scrappy's private meetings, the commercial transactions that Yang did behind M's back, and financial documents demonstrating that Yang utilized M's money to finance her travels with Scrappy. Oh my God, and Scrappy-o. According to reports, Mendeecees is already working with his legal team to prevent Scrappy from signing any new music labels or working on any upcoming love or hip-hop ventures. Honey, he's going to feel the heat too. Despite her calm exterior on Instagram, insiders claim that behind closed doors, Yandy is anxious. Rumor has it that she has already contacted Mona Scott Young, requesting her to keep everything under control, but Mona, oh honey, Mona detects the ratings. You genuinely believe Mona will prevent this drama from airing on national television, but sources say Mona is now organizing a special sit-down episode with Sandy Mays, Scrappy, and Baby. It's going to be amazing. And the most bizarre part is that Mez isn't even finished yet. Apparently, he's working on a diss according to insiders. Mendeecees has already recorded some scathing words for the song that will air out Sandy and Scrappy's dirty laundry. You smiled in my face while lying, honey. You misunderstood me, baby, and I put you on and gave you a name. Now you're out here acting like I'm to blame, blaming me, and the worst part is that Scrappy allegedly heard the song and is upset about it. According to an insider, Scrappy informed a friend that if Mendeecees drops that song, it's war. So the question is, how does Yandy intend to handle this? Is she genuinely considering all of this drama and Mendeecees? Is he truly trying to destroy them both permanently? Or is this just another love and hip-hop ploy to increase his screen time and give Scrappy more attention? Do you really think Ems will overlook this, honey? If that diss track comes out and Ems actually files that case, Scrappy might be permanently barred. So what happens now is Yandy, oh honey. He may have believed he had won this round, but the game is far from over. Will MC be the one to go looking like the villain and Scrappy, or is he going to lose it all? It's going to blow the internet apart when that interview comes out and that diss hits the charts. So what do you think? Did Yandy truly betray Mendeecees, or was M already moving on to Shady? Is Scrappy truly that frigid behind the scenes, or is there more to the story? Oh honey, this drama is only beginning. And you know that the next reunion between Love and Hip Hop will be when Mendeecees remove the diss track and permanently ruin Scrappy's career? Is Yandy truly supporting Scrappy? She's only playing the long game, so don't bother. Comments from people hit that like click here, and remember to subscribe. Since, darling, this scandal is far from over.